Hello, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube. My name is Mr. Maxwell, and welcome back to another side quest about video games with myself and Exilemagpie.
Hello.
Go away, advert. Stop it.
Yes, it's been a slow week.
Mm.
And usually that means no negative news, which is a good thing.
Yeah. Well, we had a slow week last week.
Yes.
We really didn't talk about much.
No.
It's going to be the same again this week.
Yeah.
I
think everything's
week.
gearing up for the Summer Game Fest.
Kind of. Have you seen? We're going to talk about the Summer Games Fest because they've just released the schedule.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
I saw it, and I was just kind of like,
it's a bit meh.
There's nothing there. There's really nothing there. Unless, I don't know, unless the PC Game Show or the Devolver Digital are going to drop a bomb, I can't really see, because as much as everybody's like, oh, well, the Xbox game thing is going to do something, but it's going to be the same that I do every year.
Yeah, the problem with the Xbox game thing is there's a giant cloud over it called, you just closed one of your best studios, you fucking idiots. Why? Because you weren't growing fast enough. Here's the thing: if you're not growing fast enough,
that's the bullshit reason.
No. I'll finish my point. If you're not growing fast enough, firing staff is a short-term solution to a long-term problem, meaning you're not actually solving the problem.
Yes.
So you're going to have this problem in 3 months' time. And then it's going to be every 3 months. Eventually, you can't cut anymore. Especially since the people in the positions of power that make the choices don't have the balls to actually take their own income into the whole decision-making process and cutting their own wages. Why would they do that? Why would they not, at least show some sort of solidarity and at least, try and lessen the blow on the studios that they have? Why would CEOs put some sort of responsibility on their actions and consequences of the decisions that they make? Why would they do that?
I know, right?
No,
I know. That's like
unless you're Nintendo.
Unless you're Nintendo. Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, so we'll go for Summer Games Fest now. So the Games Fest, they've just released their schedule of what's coming up. It's going to be over 2 weeks. My main problem with Summer Games Fest at the moment is that it's over 2 weeks, and two, a lot of it is just nothing. Yeah,
it's almost like you've got 2 weeks worth of stuff, but not actually got 2 weeks worth of stuff.
It's just usually people just talking about nothing.
Yeah.
Which is fine in a convention,
but we're not. It's not.
But it's not a convention.
No,
it's like this is 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Conventions are usually just like a weekend.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll.
I think the thing is though is that yes, it's spread over 2 weeks, but it's not all. It's not for the same time frame in regards to if it was a convention, you would have stuff kicking off at around about 10 o'clock, 9 o'clock, and going all the way to 6 p.m. sort of thing. And in the Summer Games Fest, there's literally maybe 1-2 shows a day, sometimes 3. So it's more it's more spread out, but it does sometimes feel like they give a lot of too much time for the content that they've got to show, sort of thing.
Yeah.
But, oh well, it's coming around the corner. There could be potentially something that we don't know. And no, before anyone asks, no, I don't think it's going to be Ubisoft announcing eventually a Splinter Cell game.
No. They'll announce Splinter Cell, and then it'll turn out that it's
a card game.
It's Sam Fisher for XDefiant.
Or a card game.
Or a card game. No, it'll be a gacha game.
It's a running. This is a running gag. Just Ubisoft, you need to just announce one, so the gag can end.
So right, what we do know is that the Future Games Showcase is like the last thing of the official Summer Games Fest.
Yeah.
After that is the Xbox.
Yeah.
Which is technically a part of it, but it's not. It's its own thing.
Yeah, it's basically Xbox and their usual announcement stuff, but they've scheduled it so it coincides in a similar time frame.
But they've done almost the exact same thing that they did last year.
Yeah.
Do you remember they did? Basically, it was like an hour of.
What? Oh yeah, they had an hour.
And then
they had an hour
was
of
it
Starfield.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're doing the same with Black Ops 6.
Yeah, which is the new Call of Duty game. Yeah. People are saying they are going to put that on Game Pass, and I'm like, now if
they're not.
The thing is, if they do that, they've probably done it. It's what's happened to the Call of Duty series has probably been the worst thing that can happen, because anyone that wanted the campaign is now thoroughly.
I do agree with you on all this, but if I'm marketing for Xbox, right, we now own Call of Duty.
Yes.
I am yelling. I'm not just yelling. I'm beating Phil Spencer with a stick and telling him, no, you are not putting this on Game Pass.
Yes, but the problem is that the only metric that Xbox actually cares about
I know this,
Game
but
Pass.
This is my point. This is why, like, marketing, people whose job it is to make money, needs to start stepping up and being like, yeah, Phil, we'll do this from now on.
Yeah.
We will now run this. You can go over there and play Transformers or try and rebuild your Fallout 76 thing.
After it's been nuked for the 5th time.
Yeah. But we're now gonna take control of the marketing, and no, you're not.
And the sales.
Because as we've discussed, releasing first-party games on day one for Game Pass is not working.
No,
all you're doing is
the losses. The thing is also the loss of sales from Game Pass do not make up in people buying Game Pass.
Exactly. So they need to rethink their Game Pass strategy.
Yeah, they really do, because it's only apps. And obviously they really do, because now Daddy Microsoft is paying.
Is actually looking.
Is paying now very much attention on, and if it doesn't have the expected sales, Call of Duty, Microsoft are going to turn around to Xbox and go, so you spent $69 billion on a company for this IP, and you told us it would do X, Y, and Z, and now it's not doing X, Y, and Z. So where's our money? Where's our money, Phil?
Right.
But anyway, back onto
track. Right. So the first day of the Summer Games Fest is the 6th of June, which we have the Guerrilla Collective Online Showcase. I have no idea what that is. I'm sure it's something.
See, I hear Guerrilla and I go, Guerrilla Games.
It's not Guerrilla Games.
It's not. I think it's more like small independent.
It's spelled different as well.
Yeah.
That's how I know it's not Guerrilla Games.
But anyway.
And then you've got the Accessibility Summer Showcase on the 7th of June.
Mm-hmm.
And this on the same day, we also have the Summer Games Fest opening showcase, which will be the thing that we probably watch.
We'll probably watch.
We'll watch that.
And obviously, if there's anything big announced in the previous two shows, we'll probably catch the trailers for that.
Probably.
Potentially.
Yeah.
But we'll keep an ear out for that.
After that, still on the 7th, we've got the Day of the Devs, Summer Games Fest edition, and the Devolver Direct. So we might watch the Devolver Digital one.
Yeah, because even if it doesn't show anything amazing, it's always hilarious. The Devolver Digital do seem to understand their audience, and they do like to put tongue in cheek into this is people are taking this way too seriously.
Hey, to be fair to this one, it's only a couple of days.
Yeah.
This time.
I think sometimes it's the stuff that gets attached to it. It's not actually part of the
That's what I mean.
Fest,
that's what I mean with Summer Games Fest. Right? It always really confused me about this is part of the Summer Games Fest. I'm like, but Didn't you just have the Summer Games Fest? This
Yeah.
is like a week after.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's part of the Summer Games Fest.
You sure about that?
Okay.
Okay, anyway. Fine.
Fine, sure. Right, so Devolver is the last thing on the Friday.
Mm-hmm.
And then on the Saturday, we go with, which is the 8th of June, just in case we're losing track. 8th of June, we get the Future of Play Direct. After that, we get the Wholesome Direct. And then we get the Latin American Game Showcase, which I'm assuming is...
Central and South America.
Yeah, studios from Central
and South America. At least it should be.
That's what I'm thinking. But there is a chance that they just mean that it's Latin Americans.
Yeah.
Because I can never... The way they talk. I can never discern which one's which. They just go Latin Americans. Well, which ones do you mean? You mean the Latin Americans who live in America?
I think, right.
Or
So, when they're talking about actual, like, people, and then we go on about people living in America and they are of Latino descent, then that's Latin. If they go on about actual objects and countries and companies, I always see that they talk about the actual, like, Central and Southern.
It's just very confusing because they say Latin American for like,
and when I say
everything that could be Latin.
And when I say Central and Southern America, I mean the continent, not the country, not the United States.
That's what I mean. They say Latin American for like everything that can be Latin.
Yeah.
Right? And then they say Latin American for anything that's from South America.
Yeah.
So you're like,
we will only know.
Which one do you mean?
I want to put it as a spotlight on
I'm assuming
games
that
and
it's
companies that originate from Central and Southern America. Yeah. However, I could be completely wrong, and I won't know until actually looking at it.
After that, we get the Women-Led Games Showcase. Yeah,
it's a thing. In one hand, it's like, okay, it's nice that they're putting a spotlight on something that isn't just the major AAA game industry.
Yes.
It's nice that, but another part of me is like, don't just show it because they're women. Show them because they make good games. You know,
yeah, because at the end of the day, them being a woman doesn't change anything.
No, not really. I mean, can they come with different like angles of visions of stories and all that? Yes.
Yeah, but that's an argument for everybody.
Yeah, exactly. That's an argument for everyone.
You could come with a completely different angle from me.
My point being is like, all we want is good games.
Exactly.
And if you're showing good games, we won't. It's fine, but like, don't just point a light at something just because it's led by a woman. It's point at it because they're making a good game.
Exactly.
Let people be judged on their actions.
Anyway, moving on. After that, we've got the Future Game Show, the Summer Showcase. Sorry. That ends the Saturday.
Oh, it ends the Saturday. Yeah.
It ends the Saturday. Probably the last thing for Summer Games Fest. After that, on the Sunday the 9th, we've got the Xbox Game Showcase and Black Ops 6. The PC Gaming Show as well. On the Monday, we've got the Ubisoft Forward, and at the moment, as to be confirmed, we've got a Nintendo Direct.
It'll be interesting.
I'm generally quite... I mean, are they going to show gameplay for Shadows with Ubisoft? Because I don't think there's anything else.
Maybe some stuff for X Defiant.
Well, yeah, but that's going to be DLC, and that we know how they show off DLC,
and it's a live service.
So it's going to be skins, and
it's
going to be a quick
service
5-minute thing.
Yeah, maybe Shadows. Shadows is the only thing I've got that they are developing. I mean, yes, there is the Star Wars game. I don't think it's released yet. Very soon.
I suppose.
Shadows, I mean, they may offer a bone to Beyond Good and Evil fans and Splinter Cell, but unless I actually see it, I won't believe it.
Yeah, but the thing is, we know with Ubisoft is there's always rumours about things that are going to be shown at their showcases.
Yes.
And we haven't heard anything for
Beyond Good and Evil is literally...
Or Splinter Cell.
And Splinter Cell, they've literally gone radio silent.
Yeah.
Which is either a good thing or a bad thing, depending on the reason. But yeah,
I'm thinking they're
gonna give some more information on Shadows probably.
Which is fine. I'm fine with
I think probably will get like a more in depth of the differences between the two characters and how they play.
Yeah.
I would really like it for the samurai to be like more modern combat for Assassin's Creed, but the ninja
actually being like a bit more classic.
Bit more classic, where it's like, but also encourage like you are not going to be getting it. You do not want to get in combat with her.
Yeah,
sort of thing. She can defend herself, but it's only to be able to get the fuck out of there.
Yeah,
sort of. So I would like that. I don't know if that's what's going to happen, but we can only
see. I feel like that is too sophisticated for Ubisoft.
Well, it's too sophisticated for Ubisoft management to actually.
Oh, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Like, I think the developers will probably be able to do it, but like, Ubisoft management will just be like, wait, so they both play by different styles? What?
Yeah.
What nonsense is this? What black magic is this?
What? You mean you want extra funding to be able to implement two characters to play differently? What is
madness.
This is madness.
Madness, I tell you. The Xbox... We'll probably watch the Xbox games. To be fair, we probably will, because they do get a lot of the announcements.
They do. It'll be interesting on the tone of the presentation, because
what I generally want to see is I want Phil Spencer, because Phil Spencer is going to be the one up front, because he always is the idiot that he is, right? And I just want the comment section just everybody just start going boo like he's a wrestling heel.
No. What I want is basically, it won't happen, but I want is the chat to just be full of people chanting Tango games.
And probably Ninja Theory, because Hellblade 2.
Yeah, Hellblade 2, even though people have said it's a good game, and other people other people have said it's
a movie.
It's a movie. Yeah, people have said it's a movie,
man.
not a game. It's more of an experience. But the problem is that it's not. It's like user numbers are not.
It's not
doing
right.
As well.
You know what its problem actually is?
Go on.
It's not worth $70. That's its problem.
They're not selling it for $70, are they?
Yeah, they are.
Oh, for the love of fucking God.
It's not worth $70.
They should have sold it for the same price as the previous one. But then again, they probably spent an awful lot more.
The thing is, they've spent a lot of money on House.
Yeah, and you can tell.
And it looks good.
Yeah.
And of what I've seen, unfortunately, I understand now why all we've seen is cutscenes and not actual real any gameplay of it.
It's because that's what it is.
Because that's what it is. And that's fine in that. But like, if I want to, like, movies are like 20 quid.
Yeah. If you're selling $70 for a
glorified movie.
This is the thing. The Order got absolutely lambasted about the fact that it was very cutscene heavy and very little on gameplay. And Senua Hellblade 2 seems to be of a similar ilk. Like, there's a lot of cutscenes rather than actual gameplay, which the problem is like Ninja Theory set off in this course before they were bought by. Was it before they were bought by, or was it after?
Well, Hellblade 2 wasn't announced till after they got
acquired. Yeah. But either way, there's no. I look at Hellblade as a series, and look at it and I go, yeah, this is not a Game Pass seller.
No.
And neither will Call of Duty, in my opinion, because the problem with Call of Duty is Activision have thrown everything into Warzone.
Yeah, pretty much.
They've thrown everything into Warzone. And Warzone is free.
Mm-hmm.
So, you selling Call of Duty on Game Pass now, it's not going to have the impact that it would have had if Warzone wasn't a thing.
Yeah.
So, good luck with that. But I am worried about Ninja Theory because the game has not come out to the...
Which, to be fair, it never was with the amount of marketing that was actually behind it.
With absolutely no marketing whatsoever. Like
it was never going to do that.
It feels like Hi-Fi Rush, where they literally dumped out the game to die.
But because I was watching a streamer play it, and it was literally just he went from one room, which was a cutscene, then walked into another room,
and it was another cutscene,
and then it was another cutscene, and then walked into another room, and it was another cutscene, and it was just like I get it. Kojima does kind of sometimes pull this bullshit, but like, have you not seen how long his games are?
I know.
They are ridiculously long, but this is...
But also the thing with Kojima is, there is... I know people will complain about Death Stranding being just a walking simulator, but there is actual, gameplay between those cutscenes. There is actual, player interaction.
And unfortunately for Hellblade, because it's only like a 5-hour game as well. It's only 5 hours.
Yeah.
It's not very long. So you got to think, you're buying a game for full price.
Mm-hmm. With
only 5 hours.
Yeah.
Which already knocks it down already.
Which probably doesn't have a lot of replayability.
Yeah. With the type of game that it is, no, it doesn't. Because it's very story driven. So once you've gotten, it's not one of these where you can choose different paths.
Yeah, I know.
So that already hurts it.
Mm-hmm.
With them wanting to sell it for $70, right? That already hurts the game. The no marketing hurts it.
Yeah.
And then you've got the fact that one, it's not really a game because it's more of a movie, and nobody's buying a movie for $70 or £70. Nobody's doing that.
No, unless it's part of their job.
Yeah, no, unless it's part of their job. And I get, because the graphics in it is really, really good. The attention to detail and the motion caption is really, really, really good. It's next level stuff, right? But it's not a game. It's just not a game.
No.
And yeah. Right.
What more can you say to that?
The annoying thing is you look at reviews for the game, and no one's actually talking about the game. They're just talking about cutscenes.
Yeah,
that's all they talk about.
The cutscenes, the story, and the whole.
And that's all. That's all great. That's all great. But
but it's a game.
It's supposed to be a game, and it isn't.
It's a shame. Because Ninja Theory, they are good developers.
The thing is, this again is down to Microsoft's hands-off policy.
Yeah.
Somebody could have come in and gone, you need to actually add gameplay into this game.
Yeah, you need to add a bit more gameplay into this.
You need to actually let the players do something.
Yeah, they can't either make the puzzles more interactive or...
The annoying thing about this is, that's your job. You're supposed to do... You're supposed to go in... Redfall should never have come out as bad as it was, but you took a hands-off approach to it.
Then
ignored the staff that told you that they didn't want to make the game,
and they didn't.
And you released it anyway.
Yeah.
And this is the opposite way of where they've done a lot of work, a lot of really good work, but instead of telling them to stop focusing on only the cutscenes, you've just let them do that. You've got to release and gone, oh shit, there's no gameplay here.
So that budget we were going to give them, that's not giving that.
No. It's a shame. It's really good, right? I don't want to sound and be negative about it, but I can't sit here and tell you that it's a great game
because
when it's not a game.
it's a experience per se.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know we've gotten onto bashing on Microsoft again, but I think the whole situation.
I'm not bashing Microsoft. I kind of am, but I'm not. Like, I'm just saying, like,
basically, like, what the hell are you doing?
The reason why these things are happening with Microsoft games is because they've got this stupid policy. Like, that's not your job. You are also a publisher. You decided to do this.
Yeah.
So you have the responsibility.
Like, yes, if a game company, a developer is making a game, for example, Tango Games, are making Hi-Fi Rush, a game that is completely out of left field for what they have been doing previously, and you go and look at it and go, you know what, this is actually a pretty good game. Then the hands-off thing is fine because you're like, you just checked on them.
You've got this. You're doing it. You just check on them.
Yeah.
And then when something comes up...
When you see that the ship is not going the way it should be, you tell them to right the ship. That's what that is what a publisher should do. Not, not like EA who goes, oh, this X, Y, and Z has to be on in this game. Or Square Enix, where you have to make a live service. Or Warner Brothers. Oh yeah, you're known for making beat 'em up, a superhero action RPG beat 'em up type games. No, make a shooter live service. Make a looter shooter live service. Oh yeah,
that right. It did to stop bashing on Microsoft. Suicide Squad lost Warner Brothers like 400 million or something like that.
Well, yeah, because
it's a very high number. I know that much
because it's a shit game. It's a game by people it's a game that is made not for the enjoyment of games, not for the love of the universe that it's set in. It is a game made to milk as much money from the user base, from the fans, as much as possible. And that is why Suicide Squad is the way it is. It's why there's no end game. It's why the story makes no fucking sense.
Fighting Brainiac 13 times, okay? That is end game. It's not very good end game, but it is end
and it's
game.
Just a copy of a boss fight that you've already had. But that's the reason why that Suicide Squad was made. The original pitch was probably we can make a Suicide Squad where you can have multiple different villains that were part of the Suicide Squad, and you go and fight enemies and do that. And that was probably the original pitch. And then Warner Brothers went, yeah, we'll make it a live service. You can't have X, Y, and Z.
The thing is, I think the idea for Suicide Squad being a live service was the original idea. Because I think, if you think about it, the way you can make Suicide Squad into a live service quite easily, just by releasing new characters, not having that be the content, but every time new DLC comes out, you get another character, and then you play their story, and that DLC, and this is the weird thing about live services, right? And what people don't, especially the people who make them, seem to not do. You can still have a live service and just sell DLC.
Well, yeah.
If you know what I mean. But they don't do that. They want the battle pass. Exactly. But you could sell DLC.
Like, Destiny didn't have a battle pass until Destiny 2.
Yeah. And even then it was halfway through Destiny 2's life cycle. And that was Activision.
Yeah.
And Bungie.
Bungie, because Bungie didn't get rid of it.
I'm not defending Bungie. I can't do it.
Bungie didn't get rid of it. So
Bungie didn't get rid of it.
But so the reason why they all want battle passes is because Fortnite. Because Fortnite introduced the battle pass.
I know that. But what I'm saying is you. Right, let's look at Diablo. Right, Diablo is perfect for this. Mm-hmm. It's the perfect type of game. It's got a rabid fan base.
Yeah.
That just absolutely love that game and will play any Diablo that comes out, apart from Immortal, because that's not for you.
No.
Right? You can still have the live service model, right? You just release DLC on a regular basis.
Yes.
Right? Now, I'm not saying that's easy.
The problem is that it takes effort.
It takes effort and it costs.
Yes.
Whereas you can just slap cosmetics onto a battle pass, and that's cheap, and then sell that battle pass for like $20.
Yeah.
I know why they do it.
Yeah.
But like,
it is the least effort, cheapest option.
Yeah. You could easily turn Suicide Squad into a working live service if instead of focusing on the bollocks. I mean, it's done now because the core of the game is
the core
is terrible.
The core build of that game does not fit the whole when they revealed it as a looter shooter, we said like you've just literally eliminated like over half of the potential characters that you could have had in Suicide Squad.
Hey, you know what they did do one thing.
What?
They made Avengers look good.
Oh God, yeah.
Because at least the Avengers, like if you were the Hulk, you felt like the Hulk.
Yeah.
If you were Iron Man,
you felt like Iron Man.
You felt like Iron Man. If
you were Captain America, you were doing all Captain America things.
Everything else about that game was terrible, but the fact that they got the characters that you could be really, really done well.
Yeah, and unique and different. Unlike Suicide Squad, where everyone just gets guns.
Everybody just gets guns, and they get their own little special attack.
Yeah, their own special mobility ability. And I'm like, yeah, but the problem is that the key method of combat is just you shooting things.
Oh, we've gone on to bashing Suicide Squad.
Yeah, because it's Warner Brothers.
Yeah, that's true.
And we can just, Warner Brothers deserves everything it gets.
Warner Brothers ruins Lord of the Rings. So, no. Do you know, they've announced they're making a new Lord of the Rings game, movie.
Yes.
With Peter Jackson being the director and all that. Mm-hmm. Do you want to know what the movie's about?
Go on.
Gollum. For the love of fucking God! Am I insane?
No.
I must be the broken one. I must be the broken one. Because I saw this and I saw everybody being really excited and I'm like...
It's what? Warner Brothers.
It's fucking Gollum. What is wrong with you?
Gollum is there for a reason and his backstory is there for a reason.
His backstory doesn't matter.
But, like... yeah, exactly. Like, the whole point of Gollum is to show, like, how...
Basically, don't do drugs.
No, but how like he was consumed by his obsession.
And his addiction.
His addiction to the ring, etc. And was like this is your future, Frodo. If you do succumb to the ring, there are only two ways that'll end. Either Sauron will kill you, or you end up like Gollum.
Yeah.
That's the only that was the juxtaposition sort of thing. And I'm like, I don't really care how he got out of Minas Morgul, in a sense, because it's like, well, Gollum in the books has always been shown as like a person who, despite being a coward per se,
you know what? I'll take that back. It's rumoured that it's about Gollum. It's rumoured it's about Gollum. I can't find anywhere that said it's like concrete. Yes, it is about Gollum, but it's rumoured. And at this moment, I'm like, please, for the love of God, do not make a movie. And like, I love Andy Serkis. Like, Andy Serkis is amazing. He's a fantastic actor, and if I met him, I would probably never wash my hand after shaking it. But like, please, for the love of God, do not make a movie about Gollum.
Those are other things that you could use, especially from the other the other book, Middle Earth book, which is the I can never pronounce it.
I know which one you mean.
It's not finished by Tolkien. It was his son that put a whole bunch of notes, and it's basically like the lore of the Middle Earth, like how Sauron rose to his position. That sort of thing would be quite interesting. However, I'm worried it would turn into another Rings of Power. Yeah,
I would totally be down for a movie about Sauron.
Or the fall,
100%.
The fall of is it Numenorians?
Numenor.
The fall of Numenor. That would be interesting. But I
not the Rings of Power.
I don't trust the current movie industry to actually do anything like that justice.
No.
There is very little thought put into it. It's all about it's mostly like, how can we use this to do some flag waving and disingenuous, look at us, we're being inclusive.
Oh yeah.
Because that's what all it is. That's the only thing it is. It's whenever they come out and you go out like, we respect this group or that group or this minority group. 99% of the time, especially when it's from a corporation, it is disingenuous as fuck because all they want is your money.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just sick and tired of it.
Which reminds me, next month, Pride.
Yep.
Get ready for your rainbows.
Get ready for every single fucking corporation that has done nothing except fund people who are anti LGBTQ.
But I'm sure their messages on Twitter is perfectly fine. I'm sure that'll do.
No,
there's no way.
It won't even be a message. It'll just be their logo with the rainbow behind it. That's how little effort they put in.
No. They do sometimes send a message, which is usually like the usual of like, we stand by our LGBTQ IA plus.
Basically, we stand with people
they've added more letters and it's getting.
Yeah, basically anyone who isn't straight, we stand with them.
We stand with them.
Unless it's our what are they called? The people who talk to politicians and that and give them money.
Lobbyists.
Yeah, unless it's our lobbyists who then support the people that are openly against you.
Yeah.
We fund those people.
Yeah. Because they give us tax breaks.
Yeah. Because they can make our CEOs not have to pay any tax at all, ever. So that they can buy another yacht.
Yes.
Anyway, well, let's get back onto something else.
Let's get back on the track. Right, okay, so we talked about Summer Games Fest. Yeah, I'm probably going to watch the opening ceremony.
Well, yeah, because sometimes, like, Jeff usually tries to keep something big under wraps. I'm hoping it's not Death Stranding 2.
Part of me thinks this is going to be. It's all going to be Death Stranding this year.
This is. I have a feeling it's going to be something about Death Stranding 2.
What's the one? What's the Xbox one? OD.
It might be. Yeah, it might be. It might be the horror game that is going on to Xbox.
Now I'm gonna stop you right there with you saying that game. Because at the moment of what I've heard of what that guy said and Kojima said, all we know is that it's an experience.
The horror experience.
It's an experience, and I'm like, this sounds like a very expensive movie.
Yeah, it might be, but we won't know until we see actual things. And the thing is that Kojima at least has every single Kojima game that he has done has had decent enough player interaction into it. For you to be able to call it a game.
The thing is, they've not even used the word game once for this.
That is very true. Do you know what? It would be absolutely hilarious if, because Phil Spencer's that much of a fucking idiot, that Kojima's literally making a movie. He's making a horror movie, right? And he's basically like, look, you can charge whatever you want for it, but I'm making a horror movie.
Yeah.
and Xbox sell it for $70.
Oh, God.
And it turns out to be just a horror movie, to which everyone will be pissed at that.
But yeah. Oh, God, Jeff. I think Jeff loves Kojima a little bit too much.
There's going to be something, a Kojima product.
Well, of course, it's Jeff.
Because Jeff. I am hoping that we get.
I want some clarity on Death Stranding 2. Because the last thing that we got, all I came out with was questions. Why is Thingy back? Why is his chest?
Nobody no kill.
Why
he's
is his chest?
Because he's back. Nobody no kill.
Why is his chest made of jelly? Why does he have a guitar as a weapon? Why are we on a ship now?
Why can the ship fly?
Why can the ship fly? Why? What happened to Fragile? Why does she look like that? I just came out with just so many questions and no answers.
Why is there one of the characters stop animation?
Yeah. Why do we have a puppet?
That's stop animation.
What is going on?
There's a lot of weird.
I have a lot of questions.
Also, what the fuck has happened to Lou?
What the fuck has happened to Lou? These are questions that I need answering.
Yes.
I'm gonna have to play Death Stranding again. Just like prepare myself
for the insaneness.
For 2.
The insaneness of 2. This is the thing, like, because I'm streaming Metal Gear Solid 2, and you forget how absolutely insane that game becomes.
Oh yeah.
With like Vamp. Vamp is just an example. Like, there is no explanation as to why he does the shit that he can do in Metal Gear Solid 2.
He just does.
It's just like, oh yeah, he's just a vampire. Really? Is he?
He's a vampire. Yeah.
You sure about that?
Any reason why he's a vampire? No. Really? No.
I mean, it explains it in Metal Gear Solid 4, but like...
Yeah, but come on. We all know there was absolutely no reason at the beginning.
Vamp was like that.
Vamp was just Vamp. He literally, Kojima went, you know what, I'm just going to put a vampire in this game.
Because I'm Kojima.
Because I'm Kojima.
and you guys, you know, Konami wanted me to make fucking a copy of Metal Gear, so I'm making a copy of Metal Gear, but different, because I'm... it will be interesting to see if there is any Death Stranding stuff, how batshit crazy it's going to get. You never know, we might also see potentially something from Konami? Maybe
some Silent Hill.
That was about the new Silent Hill game?
I'm just going to, because I don't know how many numbers we got now. Yeah, we might see something.
Yeah, we might see something.
We might see some more Castlevania stuff, because Castlevania's getting a lot of collabs with things.
Yeah, that is very true. In regards to Capcom, my usual go-to is, again, give me Dino Crisis in the RE engine, please.
What would we get from Capcom?
Well, so, there is...
Monster Hunter Wilds. We know that's in development.
Rumours
We know about the Resident Evil games. We don't know what they've got in, but we know they're working on the next lot of like Resident Evil games.
Yeah.
So we know about that. So maybe we'll hear something about Resident Evil, because...
Yeah. We may get it. Maybe Resident Evil 5 remake.
That.
To which the discourse on that game is absolutely stupid.
It's incredibly stupid. Just yeah, no. The thing is, I actually think if we get Resident Evil, we're gonna get the next one, not a remake.
9.
Because if you think about it, we got Village.
Yeah.
Then 4.
Yeah. So potentially the 9 in regards to. See, it will be literally like...
9's going to be a new story.
Yeah, a new story.
Because we practically end. Everything finishes.
The only thing it could continue on is where the daughter...
Oh, yeah. No, the thing is, the DLC does that.
Yeah, I know, but I understand it ends her story in regards to, like, how she is.
Oh, I know what you mean. Like, basically, she joins whatever group Chris Redfield's part of, and they go off and... Yeah, I suppose. Would she still have her powers? And even then, she only had powers in the goo. Yeah,
so like, it could be something completely different.
Yeah. But even then, like, technically, even if you are her, it really is a new story.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Even though it's like the story for 7 and 8 ends. They could still use because they have characters come back and do Leon's story, like Resident Evil 4, even though it has Leon, is a different story to Resident Evil 2. Even though there are interlinking connections, it is a like you could easily play Resident Evil 4 on its own and not worry about 2. So it will have reoccurring characters. I'm just saying who we could play as. Because I don't really care now to be Chris. Code Veronica.
I would like... Yeah, Code Veronica.
Code Veronica deserves some love.
If we're going to get an existing character to come back for 9, please give me Jill.
Jill Valentine.
Yeah, give me Jill Valentine. Like, I miss Jill.
Yeah.
I like Jill. Like, there's rumours that they are remaking Resident Evil 1 to bring it into line with the rest of the remakes, which would be nice.
Yeah.
Which I think we've actually said that, I think it deserves it.
Yeah. The thing, again, though, the thing we always talk about with Resident Evil 1 is that the whole tone of that game is very different to 2 onwards.
Yeah, that's why it's like...
Which is why it's like, it's not that big of a deal if they do it. But then again...
I think at this point, with the remakes that they've made, I think not to remake
1
is a mistake.
True.
Because you've got to think, 1 is where it's all started.
Yes, 1 is where it all started, true.
If there is a game that deserves the massive remodel that they've done with 2,
3 and 4.
Resident Evil 1 is up there.
Yes.
As much as I would like them to do Code Veronica next, I would like Code Veronica next.
Yes, I think Code Veronica is the one that deserves a lot more love than Capcom gives it.
But yeah, if they were to remake Resident Evil 1, I am absolutely all for that.
Yeah. And then again, because we're going to throw it out again, Dino Crisis.
And Outbreak.
An Outbreak, yes.
I'm not going to stop asking for
Outbreak. We're not going to stop asking. Look, I kept asking for Armored Core 6, and I finally got Armored Core 6.
Yeah, we finally got it.
We got it. So we're going to keep...
So now it's Outbreak's turn.
Now it's Outbreak's turn.
I'm just going to put it out there. Please, for the love of God.
Just give us Outbreak. Give us Outbreak. Give us the game that you made way too early.
Yeah. Come on, Capcom, you know you want to. You know you want to.
Like, the concept of Outbreak is fantastic. Like, there was, like, it did stuff that no other game did at the time, which was like different characters had there were basically classes where they could do only certain things. Like, only one person had like a skill with guns, and one person had lock picking, and one person had other things, and you had to work together as a team to actually work together. Yes. So yes, we want that.
Okay. So we're going to move on now. After talking about what we could see. So this weekend, when was it? Was it Saturday?
It was Saturday.
So Saturday, Warhammer, or Games Workshop. Now, we've talked about Games Workshop.
Yes, we are big Warhammer nerds. We openly admit it. Why? Because it's just fucking awesome. Anyway,
Warhammer's mint.
Warhammer is amazing.
Warhammer is mint. But they had their basically showcase, the State of Play or Xbox showcase, whatever. They showed off basically what's coming. So first off, we'll go through the card games.
Yes, there's a lot.
There's a lot of card games.
Few.
Warpforge, they showed off new cards for that. Legions, they showed off new cards for that.
Horus Heresy.
That's the Legions one, I think.
Yeah.
The Horus Heresy one. I'm sure there was a Warhammer, like fantasy Warhammer card game that they showed off.
There was, but
it's not in here. Right. So they showed off basically new cards for their 2 card games.
No, 3 card games. I think there's 3.
3 card games. We got the collab announcement, which actually is really fucking cool. With World of Tanks.
World of Tanks, yes.
Where it's the Imperial Guard tanks.
Yeah, you get Rogel Dawns. I think there's a Chaos skin for some of the Russian tanks as well.
Yeah.
But the actual Warhammer 40k tanks that are going to be actually in the game look pretty darn cool.
We got the Season 5 for Blood Bowl 3.
Yep, has the Undead team coming in.
It brings in the... Is it the Undead? What are they called? Vampire Counts.
The Vampire Counts, yeah.
Vampire Counts and the necromancy sort of stuff. I did like the cheerleaders being scarecrows.
Yes,
I thought that was pretty funny.
It's just a shame that Blood Bowl 3 has been it's been fucked over by its own publishers, really.
Yeah, pretty much. Its monetization is terrible. Absolutely terrible. We got the new look at Darktide.
Yes, the next expansion coming.
Yeah. Or Secrets of the Machine God. That's what it was.
Secrets of the Machine God, which is very Necron-like, but
yeah, like I said when you were saying, there is absolutely no chance that any of the characters in Darktide survive even one Necron.
Yeah. Well, a Necron warrior. Yes.
No.
Let me.
No, not even a Necron warrior. not even a Necron warrior could these guys take.
Right. Let me finish. Only one. If you add multiples into that, and then that's before we get into the destroyers, the flesh walkers, and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, no, they're not getting through.
Yeah.
Cultists, and leave it at that.
They didn't actually show any enemies, but it kind of basically looks like what I think it is that it's going to be. You're going to go to Mars.
Possibly. No, because I think they mentioned where you're going. I don't think it's Mars. But it's a Forge world. It's a Forge world that has been left abandoned. So we're probably going to potentially see corrupted, basically the Dark Mechanicus units.
Ooh.
Which will be very, very interesting.
We got the Vermintide 2, the Skulls Throne event.
Yeah. And also the developers saying that they have more plans in.
Yeah, they're going to be delivering PvP.
Yeah.
In there.
So something along the lines of what we think is going to be like Left 4 Dead 2 PvP, which is like really cool.
Especially considering it's Warhammer, it's fancy Warhammer.
Yeah.
So
it's the end times.
So a lot of it's going to be close up melee stuff.
Yeah.
Not shooting.
Not just shooting each other. No. Yeah, that's going to be really fun.
We got the really cool trailer for the Bolt Gun DLC coming.
Yes, very 90s. Very early 90s trailer.
Very early 90s. Forges of Corruption DLC,
yes.
That's what it's called.
And as we keep saying, he's going up against way too many forces of chaos and demons and all that, but he is not just an Ultramarine.
You know what the worst part about Bolt Gun?
Yeah.
Is the Ultramarine that you are. Because he is just a dick.
Yeah.
Like, he is a humongous
he's the
dick.
one that keeps going, because he's actually a character from Space Marine.
Yeah.
And he's the one that keeps going on about the Codex Astartes. Like, this is not part of the rules. This is not part of the Codex. Blah, blah, blah. I'm quoting them.
And you just want to turn around and go, shut the
However,
f*** up.
he is the perfect one to go up against.
Yeah, he is.
Because it's like, yes, I am following everything, and my righteous fury on behalf of the Emperor is what gets me through.
I do, like, because I still play Bolt Gun.
Yeah.
I love going up to the Great and Clean one or the Change Your Ways and just doing you will burn in the Emperor's light and stuff like that to them. It's just like, it's just the little kid in me that just giggles a little bit every time I do it.
It's great. It's fantastic.
We got the look at Battle Sector.
Yes, they are introducing the Tau.
The Tau have just been introduced. I think they were introducing somebody else. They showed somebody else. I can't remember who though. And unfortunately, there's nothing there. It just says Battle Sector.
Yeah, because of course it is.
But yeah, they're showing off. They did show off the Sisters of Battle.
Mm-hmm. That might be the one.
Bunch of the other ones.
Sisters of Battle might be the one that the Adeptus Auroritaris. Not Adeptus.
Adeptus Auroritaris.
Yeah.
They're all Adeptus something.
Yeah, because it's the Space Marines are the Adeptus
Astartes.
The
Adeptus Mechanicus.
It's Adeptus Mechanicus. The Inquisition is the Adeptus. Anyway, it begins with
it's a very long word.
It's a very long and very Latin word.
Yeah. We also saw the DLC. They announced the DLC for Rogue Trader.
Yes,
which I'm very happy with.
Yes, because it's
basically it's Baldur's Gate.
Yes, I know.
It's not as in depth.
Rogue. I know Rogue Trader is like Baldur's Gate, but I'm thinking of the DLC. The DLC.
Oh, it's the Void Shadows DLC.
Yeah,
it's Gene Stealer cults.
Yes,
by the looks of things, we're going to be dealing with Gene Stealer cults,
which will be great.
because it's
Just purge them.
Dark Void Assassins were like the unit that they were fighting.
Yeah.
The ones that were like teleporting, using shadows and shit like that. Yeah, that's we also saw extra. We saw the free unit that you could get for
Warhammer Total War 3.
Karanak, the three-headed dog.
The three-headed dog.
The best doggo.
Yes.
Khorne's best doggo.
Yes. Khorne's best doggo indeed.
We got the beta announcement for Speed Freaks.
Yes. But do you know what? That looks like fun. That really does.
It looks like dumb fun, doesn't it?
It looks really good. Like the fact that the mode that they announced, the Stomper.
Yeah, you escort the Stomper.
Escort the Stomper. It's like, oh, this. It is perfectly orc.
Yes.
It is very perfectly orc. It's great. So that's. I think some people have actually played like the alpha, and they said like it does show real promise. Like it could be a really fun game. So that'll be interesting. Keep an eye on that.
Yeah, it looks good. And my phone's going off. That'll be my work.
Yeah,
that'll be my work. Right. We got the announcement for the Space Marine VR Defenders of Ararak game.
That'll be interesting.
It's only coming. It's not coming onto PlayStation or
PC. It'll be PC.
It'll PC, but I can't remember. I'm pretty sure they announced which.
Probably be. I wouldn't be surprised if it's on the Quest. But then there's the other one, the Oculus Rift. No, that's the same company because it's the Oculus Quest. Anyway, it's the other one made.
Hive?
Yeah.
Is it Hive? No, it's not Hive.
It begins with V, doesn't it?
Oh well.
Anyway.
I can't use VR, so it doesn't really matter. We got the announcement for the Space Marine co-op.
Yes.
They actually finally announced it, even though there was rumours of it. It looks very good. The fact that you can customise your Space Marine.
Yes, and also
100% fantastic.
You can change the colour, so if you want to go Dark Angel green, you can do with robes. If you want to go I now want Salamander green with my kit set up as I want a flamer, a melter.
Oh, just everything, just fire.
Fire everything.
Yeah, just fire.
I just want all the fire based weapons and the bolt gun. That's all I want. And maybe the giant hammer because Vulcan.
Oh yeah, of course.
I go hammer.
They also announced the 6v6 PvP mode where you can be Chaos Space Marines.
Yes,
which looks really cool, and it looks like you can customize your Space Marine on that as well. Because I saw a Berserker, a World Eater unit.
Yeah.
And I was just like, well, there's my unit. Yep. There's my dude.
Yep. If I can get Iron Warrior colours, then yes, because Iron Warriors are salty as hell because they just hate everyone.
Oh my god, it's going. It won't stop. Go away. Nobody likes you. Right. But yeah, that's coming out soon. They also showed off like the different editions you can get for Space Marine. But I'm not going to be pre-ordering it.
No.
Nah, no need. But the big announcement at the end.
Yes.
The big announcement. Warhammer 40k Mechanicus 2.
Yeah, not even DLC. Just a flat-out sequel.
Yeah, I thought this was going to be DLC when we saw it.
Yeah.
And yeah, we're getting a sequel. And not only that, not only are we getting a sequel,
it's looking like
to be
it's looking like we get to be the Necrons in this one. Which
no, he said in the announcement.
As confirmed, so there's going to be a Mechanicus and a Necron campaign.
Oh, fuck the Mechanicus, I'm just being Necrons. Fuck that shit.
Which is, I'm actually happy because I've just started streaming Mechanicus, and like the actual attention to detail is really, really cool. Like your modifications that you get actually show up on the models, but also like the UI. It's not, you don't hit OK, it's affirm or verify. And it's like the attention to little details, like they are talking to each other in binary. like they do they
Yeah.
actually would do for the Adeptus Mechanicus, because most of them change their voice boxes because the flesh is weak.
Yeah.
They must become one with their Omnisire. Therefore, they must replace their parts, their biological bits with mechanical things to become closer to the Omnisire. Because the flesh is weak.
I get to be Necrons.
I know.
I get to be the saltiest fucking species in the galaxy.
I've gone through the tutorial, and at the end of the tutorial you have a Necron Lord in a destroyer, basically a destroyer, but he's a Necron Lord, right? And it is the most hubris, annoying, obnoxious, asshole.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yes, this is
Necrons.
This is exactly what because he's like, oh, is it my time? Have I awoken? I'm like, no. Some fucking idiot in a red cloak has decided to come into your tomb and start pressing buttons.
Yep.
As is always the case with the Mechanicus and the Necrons.
I love the Necrons. I love the Necrons so much. The fact that they just generally look down on everybody.
I'm pretty sure they haven't. I'm pretty sure in the lore there was still it's never been confirmed, but I'm pretty sure there's rumors that one of the main Necron places is buried in Mars.
Right. So where the dragon, dragon of Mars.
Yeah.
That's a Catan.
Oh, it's a Void Dragon.
Yeah.
It's a shard of the Void Dragon.
Yeah. And so Mars is
a Necron home.
Technically a Necron tomb world.
Tomb world. Great.
Technically.
Why am I not surprised? But yeah, the attention to detail with the first game that I'm finding is it's really, really good. The gameplay is actually pretty good if you like that sort of XCOM-ish turn-based style. It is really good, really well thought out. You can pull some really cool shenanigans with it. Because the basic concept is you have your movement and your actions.
Yeah.
But you also get command points. And certain things need so many command points. But you can move further, you can move more than your normal movement with a command point. So I was, one of the battles I had, I moved my melee guy, my melee
unit,
my halfway across the map to hit this Necron. Because I had the command points to do it, and it's oh my! As soon as I did that, I was like, oh, the potential here, for some ridiculous shenanigans is it's great, it's fantastic. I love it. But yeah, it's a really well put together game. I'm looking forward to playing through the entire campaign.
I had a look at Space Marine 1.
Yeah,
was on Game Pass or just on Xbox.
Yeah,
it is not.
Oh. But yeah, also to tie in with the Skulls showcase, a lot of games
are on sale.
Key ones: Battlefield Gothic and Battlefield Gothic 2. You can get both games for just over £5. Yeah. Which is a fucking bargain. Mechanicus is also on offer.
Rogue Trader is down to, I think, 30 quid.
Yeah, Rogue Trader's had some money put off. Space Marine as well. There was a lot of Warhammer games that had a lot of money to
Hired Gun is about 6 quid.
Yeah, Hired Gun's got a lot of... it's not the best game in the world.
If you like Doom 2016...
Yeah. You will enjoy this game.
Yeah.
But some of the old classics that they were a bit janky now in modern day terms.
Yeah.
They're still very good games. Dawn of War, for example, you can get the whole thing for not that much money now. And I would recommend it because especially when is it Soulstorm? The one that gives you any faction campaign, like the overmap sort of thing.
Oh, like the Armageddon.
The Armageddon, yeah. Where you can pick a faction and battle over territory. So that is a phenomenal game for its time. And there's plenty of others that are like at this moment bargains.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Absolute bargains.
Warhammer Total War Warhammer.
Yeah, it's on offer.
Is on, I think 3 is as well.
Yeah,
it's on offer. It's got a decent like price off. I know that there's still the DLC.
There's an awful lot of DLC you need to get, which bumps
but the base game is still pretty decent.
Yeah, the base game is still pretty good. And so if you are a Warhammer fan, or hell, a fan of any type of genre really, because they've got games almost covering everything. Like you've got your strategy games in like your Battlefield Gothics, and your turn-based tactics is your Mechanicus. Real-time strategy is Dawn of War. Bolt Gun for your first-person boomer shooter one.
Yeah. Space Marine for your
action. Yeah, for your action game. Like, then there's your 4X strategy game, Battle Sector as well. They're all on offer, and they are
good.
Are they some of them the greatest games ever? No, but they are good. And at the moment, I would probably say a lot of them are actually, for what they're worth, actually decent prices. So, and quite a bargain for, especially some of the older games that have had like 60-70% took off them.
Yeah,
they are absolute bargains, and I would recommend you get them. I would definitely recommend Mechanicus if you like turn-based strategy, because it is such a well put together. It's a game that if you are not a Warhammer fan, you will still enjoy it. But if you are a Warhammer fan, especially if you're a 40k fan, it is easily one of the best 40k games. The attention to detail in like all the whole like, not just in like the presentation, but like the designs, the style, the atmosphere the game creates is really, really cool.
It was good. I can't talk. It was a good showcase.
It wasn't very good.
It basically showed you what you wanted.
Yeah, it showed what was coming, and it got everyone hyped, and then went, oh, by the way, all those games we've got out there, we're going to just knock money off.
They're on sale.
They're on sale. They're all on sale.
Enjoy the sale, because you can get them on PlayStation, and I'm pretty sure Xbox as well. Xbox store as well.
It's not just on Steam. If there's a Warhammer 40k game on Steam or on Xbox or PlayStation, I've seen them have sometimes even more money off. So yeah, look around. If you are into 40k, now's the time. If you're into Warhammer, now's the time to look at a game that you've probably gone, that's a little bit too much.
I think I'm going to download Space Marine onto my PC. Just to get ready for Space Marine 2.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to be playing a lot of that game when that comes out, because it just looks ridiculously good.
It's all fun and games until a High Tyrant shows up.
Yeah, it is. Especially the new ones. Have you seen the new ones?
Yes.
Fuck me, they're huge. This does beg the question for Space Marine 2. Are we going to fight a Norm emissary?
Yes. I imagine we are going to actually fight a Norm emissary.
I don't think we'll win.
You forget.
We are named...
You are named Ultramarine.
That's true. Yeah, but in co-op, we're not.
Well, so, here's the thing. Technically, no. But also technically, yes. Because you are a selected 3-member squad of Ultramarines.
That's true. That is true.
So you've been handpicked by the named...
By Titus.
Yeah, by the named Ultramarine. So therefore, there is an extra bit of plot armor allowed.
That's true. You're going to point there.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I imagine the campaign ends with you dying on a last stand whilst heroically sacrificing yourself to cause something to cause the hive to lose its way. I'm expecting that because, we're not actual named
That's true.
Ultramarines. But I expect us to fight a Norm emissary and somehow win. At great cost. Why? Because we're fucking Ultramarines, and that's what Ultramarines do.
Yeah.
They just get the job done.
Yeah.
How do they do it? Don't know, but they just get the job done.
They're also the only faction that actually does get the job done for Space Marines. The rest of them don't do anything. Actually, no, the rest of them are terrible at doing things.
Well, the thing is, though, is like the Raven Guard are mostly like, we get the job done before we need to get it done, and therefore we just
No. I'm on about like lore-wise now.
Yeah.
The Raven Guard. The Raven Guard don't do anything because they don't do anything. The Dark Angels are too busy looking for the Fallen to get anything done. The Salamanders are too busy setting things on fucking fire to get anything done.
And when they're not
setting things on fire, they're too busy petting kittens.
Well, no, they're too busy saving humans to get a job done.
Yes. The
Iron Hands are too busy making themselves into robots.
Yeah, they're too busy making themselves into robots. The Imperial Fists are still in some sort of like weird mourning thing for Rogel Dawn. And then you got the Black Templars, who are dicks. There's
the Black Templars, yes.
My God. You guys are dicks.
I mean,
there's literally the Ultramarines who are literally doing everything else.
Yes, but the thing is, though, like it's because they're the Ultramarines.
At least the Chaos factions have got, they're Chaos. They're all dumb. I mean, what do you expect?
Just look at the Thousand Suns leader. Magnets are red. Magnets are fucking idiots. I'm gonna burst into the fucking Emperor's throne room. I'm sure nothing bad will happen.
I'm gonna break the webway.
I'm gonna break the human webway that the Emperor is making. And I'm sure he won't. I'm sure he'll understand.
Yeah,
why I had to do it.
Yeah, he'll be perfectly fine. Yeah, like at least they've got the fact that their reason why nothing gets done for them is like, oh well, they're Chaos. They're all fucking idiots.
Also,
apart from Angron. Angron is amazing.
He's your boy.
He is my boy, and he is amazing. He
doesn't
need an army.
I mean, to be honest, Angron is very simple. He is very angry. He wants to kill things, and he very angry that that his father stopped him from dying an honourable death.
No, not just that.
He very angry.
There are a lot of other things.
Oh no, that's just the that's just the tip of the iceberg.
Angron. Like,
that's the tip of the iceberg.
Out of all the Primarchs, Angron is the one there that you were like, you did not need convincing at all, did you? Like, you just look at the list of the things the Emperor has done and go, you know what? Yeah, I would stab the Emperor in the back with the shit he's done.
So, Horst didn't need to persuade you. He just said, do you want to kill the Emperor? Do you want to kill your dad? And you were like, yes.
Yes, very much. I would like that a lot.
You have Fulgrim, who's basically too busy looking at himself and looking at himself.
He is a very sexy snake boy, though.
Yes, he is, but he's still too busy looking at himself in the mirror for actually anything to get done.
Yes.
Also, when he's not doing that, he's too busy poking at Angron.
Yes.
I wonder how many times Angron has just gotten so pissed off while they've been in the Eye of Terror, while they've been in the warp, that Angron has just gone, fuck it, teleported to fucking to Fulgrim, killed him because he's a demon and now will just resurrect in the warp, and then fucked off again, only to then go, shit, he's back, kill me.
Kill him again.
Some of my favourite interactions in the Horus Heresy books is Fulgrim and Angron. Like, just the fact that Angron is like so angry, like so pissed off about certain things, and Fulgrim's just there poking the bear over and over again.
Mortarion is an idiot. Mortarion is a complete idiot.
Yeah,
he's also a hypocrite, but he is badass Mothman though.
Yeah,
so you gotta give him that.
a lot of the Primarchs are hypocrites. You just have to look at Lionel Johnson.
Yeah, he is. He's terrible.
They're not good people. They never were meant to be good people. So
But anyway, we're talking too much about lore now.
Yeah.
Anywho, moving on. So, Wither and Waves came out.
Yes.
Came out, and it didn't have the best launch in the sense of bugs,
crashes, lags, server issues.
But saying all that, it still managed to make, I think on mobile, it made 10 million in a week,
which is pretty damn good numbers.
Pretty good. considering the fact that one, you got to pick a 5-star straight off the bat.
Yeah.
And you got it for free. So that was cool. But they have made a lot of money. I don't know how much they've made because I don't think the sales for PC has come in yet.
No.
But I do know mobile's done quite well.
Well, wasn't I think PC is probably going to do something.
But yeah, it looks like I've been watching streamers and it looks good. I keep meaning to download it and actually play it. But then I think to myself, I don't really play on the PC.
No.
So I download it and then
not
never
play
play it.
And not play it. That is your issue.
That is my issue. I just don't like playing on the PC. I just don't.
I mean, to be honest, your setup is not.
Well, it's not that. It's just like I don't like mouse and keyboard.
Yeah, you are totally. I mean, the thing is though, also like a lot of games now do come with controller support. So
I know.
You, especially something like Withering Waves, it probably will have controller support. So
yeah, it does. My other thing is that I think there's 3 different ways to download Withering Waves. You can download it via the Google Play Store, which I think that's
it'll
not
be
for
their own website.
I think there's their own website and there's the Epic Store.
Yeah.
And I'm like, if I download it from their website, do I get a new browser thing that I've got to download?
Oh, a new from Epic. Probably, yeah.
For Epic,
launcher.
Epic, obviously, I'd have to download the Epic Store.
Yeah, you'll have to load that launcher.
Yeah.
Their own website probably will have its own launcher. And the same.
Because I don't want another launcher.
Yeah, I think that's the thing that's stopping me as well. It's like I don't want another launcher. I'm annoyed enough as it is that the fact that my 2K games that I have now force me to have the 2K launcher. And I'm like, go F yourself, you're ruining my games. Go away.
That's the thing that stops me at the moment. Although I do feel myself watching more Withering Waves content and eventually going, fuck it.
Possibly, yeah.
I
Now,
do feel myself doing that.
You never know, it may get a console release.
It is supposed to be coming to the PlayStation.
Yeah.
But they haven't stated when, and they haven't
it
stated...
Might be it might be a thing with when... Because Genshin released on PC, and then...
No. Genshin actually got same-day release.
No. It was early access.
Early access was on PC.
It was on PC.
1.0 same-day release.
Yeah. Which we introduced Lue and...
Yeah. But you got to remember, 1.0 is full release.
Yeah.
Everything before that is beta.
Yeah. But what I mean is it could be a similar situation where it gets released. Like even
Honkai Star Rail, that got released on PC first, then came out. On
it might be a similar situation.
So it could be something like that.
Yeah.
But they haven't stated anything about it coming to PlayStation. Well, they've said they want to send it to at least PlayStation. It might come out on Xbox. We don't know.
I don't see why not. It's like I say, it's a bigger market.
Nobody owns an Xbox.
True. Look, there was some people with an Xbox 360.
There are some people with Xboxes.
One?
Yes, sad bastards.
An Xbox One.
I say this, by the way, owning an Xbox Series X.
Yeah.
I'm allowed to say these things.
Yeah. Well, the problem is that there's, apart from, like, I'm literally struggling to think of games that are being released on Xbox and solely on Xbox that are one, A, good, and B, are your type of games that you enjoy. Because everyone can go on about, well, what about Halo? And I'm like, yeah, but you don't like Halo.
I don't like Halo.
You're not a Halo fan.
No, I don't like Halo. Dead Rising 3, which I've got.
Yeah.
And that's literally probably the only game that I play on my Xbox.
Probably,
Gears of War.
Gears
of War. I do really like Gears of War. Even though Gears of War 5 let me down a little bit. But that's fine.
For now.
Yeah. Apparently we're going to be getting Gears of War 6 at the Xbox thing.
I mean, it could be good, but again, like, Microsoft...
If it's anything like 5, no.
No, that's what I'm saying. Is like Microsoft don't understand... I don't even think Microsoft know how to actually make a decent game anymore. Like, this is the worrying thing about like the decisions that has been made recently. But
we're going back to bashing.
Yeah, we're going back to bashing. Microsoft.
No, we don't need to do that.
We'll get off that train. We've done enough. We've
anyway.
beaten it up enough as it is.
But okay, so back to Wither and Waves. So Wither and Waves, I'm going to be pronouncing the name differently every time I say it, just in case anybody does watch this. But going back to it, the fact that it's been quite successful is very, very good.
Yes, because it's
specifically for Genshin fans.
Yes,
because it means Genshin actually has competition now.
Yes,
which means we're actually going to get some sort of improvement. That's the word I was looking for. Improvement.
At least that's what should happen.
Thing is, the 4.7.
Yeah.
Is it 4.71 or is it 6.7?
I think it's 4.7.
4.7.
No.
No, it's 4.7. I think.
Well, no, we're on to the next thing is because 3.0 was.
Hold on. There's a way to check this out.
Yeah, no, but I'm pretty sure 3.0 was Inazuma, wasn't it?
No, Inazuma was 2.0.
2.0.
Because Liyue is 1.0.
Sumeru was 3.0.
So which means Fontaine is 4.0.
Oh, 4.0.
So yeah, we're on 4.7 coming up.
Yeah, 4.7.
Right. So they've already announced that they're changing the Abyss.
Yeah.
The Spiral Abyss. They're adding things into that. We're getting more resin, which, it means we can do more stuff on the dailies.
Yeah, it means that we can go through the dailies and weeklies quicker.
Yeah,
but also at the end of the week, we can actually, like, if we need to focus on a specific thing, we can put more time into that. Say, for example, you need a set.
Yeah.
Instead of just doing the 8, you can do all the weekly stuff and then still have resin left over to
jump in a domain or
to do domains to finish off the set if you still need one or two things. So it's a good idea. I'm not going to.
I'm not going to knock it.
It's an improvement.
It is an improvement.
It is an improvement.
I'm not really going to knock it. I mean, it could be better. So there's that. They are adding things into the Spiral Abyss, as I said, to try to spruce it up a bit. I can't they announced it. They didn't really say anything on the live stream of like what it really was, but like they did show things.
Yeah, they did.
What I would like is like one, make Spiral Abyss a little bit harder, and number 2, let co-op.
Co-op Spiral Abyss, yeah.
That would be fun. I think that would actually just be a little bit of fun. Because that way you
they would have to rebalance the whole Spiral Abyss for it, though.
Well, the thing is,
they're changing it anyway.
They changed the last 3 stuff. Is it the last 3 rooms? The last 4 rooms. Maybe the last 4 rooms. Oh yeah, you're going to get more Primo Gems for doing the Spiral Abyss as well.
That's the thing. I think that's probably also why they're changing things, because they want to encourage more people to do the Spiral Abyss more. That is basically the top end game content, the Spiral Abyss.
Yeah, which is not
at the moment. It's not worth it.
Yeah, it's not worth it. To be fair, it's just not good.
But also not for. What I mean is like the time taken to get through at the higher levels is not worth the amount that you're getting. So,
yeah, it's not worth the slog.
Yeah.
In to be honest, because Spiral Abyss is just a slog. It's just like nobody actually wants to do it. They just do it because you
have to like your team has to be set up a certain way, has to have certain sort of things, because otherwise you're just not going to get through. And even then, even with like the optimal team setup, you still can't. It still takes a while to get through the fights.
So yeah, definitely with Run Waves coming out. It means Hoyoverse has like clearly looked and gone, yeah, we need to, which is nice. It is a shame that it's taken another game to come out for them to get off their asses and actually do something.
The thing is like it usually ends up being this way when one game or item has such dominance. It takes someone to come along to offer competition for that company to go.
Oh, I know that, but what I'm saying is, it's just like it is a shame that is the case.
Instead of listening to the fan base.
Instead of just listening to the fan base.
Yeah.
But anyway, back to Withering Waves. With Withering Waves doing quite well, I think they announced... What did they announce? They announced something because of how well it did.
Yeah.
I think it's basically... Because they're new... The first and second banners coming out soon. Oh, yeah, you could... Basically, you got another ticket. So you could get another 5-star character.
Oh, that's cool.
Because of how well it's done.
Yeah, well done to everyone that made that possible.
Yeah.
Well done. Congratulations to you all. You deserve it.
I'm going to download that game.
Probably.
I can just see it. I want the puppet lady. She looks badass. And I'm just like, yeah, she looks so fucking cool.
I think I'm probably...
You're going to wait.
I'm probably going to wait because...
Well, I'm going to do free to play. I'm not going to...
Oh, yeah, no, it'd be the same with me. But I am probably going to wait because it's like... No, I don't want to sink more time to fucking things I don't have time to sink into.
Yeah. To be fair, like I really shouldn't. I shouldn't download it because I've got to catch up on Final Fantasy 14.
Yeah.
Like I have to.
Yeah.
Like I am so far behind.
Yeah.
I'm addicted to Stellar Blade.
Yeah. At least Stellar Blade is a game that you can eventually go like I've done everything on it.
Even then, I'm still going to be like, I love this game so much.
Yeah, I know, but it becomes then a game where, like, if you've got some spare time, you go, oh, I'm going to jump back into this and do.
Yeah, true.
So it's not like the thing that'll take up a ridiculous amount of time.
True. Because I've completed it once.
Mm-hmm.
I'm running through again because there's 3 different endings, so I'm running through it again to get the other.
Yeah.
One of the other endings. Because my only thing for Stellar Blade is that like there's no save points, and you can't have more than one save.
Ah, right. So like it's like Souls games that way.
Kind of, but with Souls games you can have multiple saves.
I mean, you can have different characters.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah. But the thing is always like with Stellar Blade, there's no, you don't like start. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
I know what you mean.
That's why that. But what I'm saying is, playing through as a character, you don't have multiple saves of that character of that playthrough.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
You literally have.
Have that. Yeah, like Souls games. I've got Genshin. I play Genshin a lot. I've just got too many things.
Yeah,
I've got too many bloody things. I've really started getting into streaming, and now I've got a bunch of games that I've selected to stream. Hence Rogue Trader. I've got Alone in the Dark now, which I'm gonna.
Yeah. I've been watching you go through that.
No, you haven't. I haven't even started yet.
Oh no, it's
that was Evil Within.
Evil Within. That's
Evil Within 2.
Evil Within 2 that you were watching.
I finished that.
It was a horror. Look, I knew it was a horror game.
You got horror right.
I got the horror. I got the genre right.
Yeah. I'm not going to do Alien.
You know when one of those things when you say it and you instantly go, no, that's wrong. That's completely.
Oh, actually, speaking of horror games, apparently it's a rumor, but I saw somewhere that somebody was working on a new Alien game.
Yeah, there's an Alien VR game coming out. I know you're very disappointed about that. It's not Creative Assembly, unfortunately.
It wasn't going to be a Creative Assembly anyway.
But yeah, VR Alien game. So scaredy cat me is going to get even more terrified by Xenomorph going to eat my face.
That just is. That's the thing for me. Like VR, just VR ruins it for me. If I'm honest, like I don't really care for VR. I mean, mainly because I can't use it. Really?
Not really. I mean, to be honest, you haven't really tried it either, so you don't know if it'll actually work or not for you.
I'm half blind in one eye, Stephen.
Probably won't work, but you never know. You never know until you try it. I'm blind. But you never know.
You never know.
We may get some more details on that on the Summer Game Fest, maybe, potentially. Because
maybe one day, one of these days. I've just got a feeling, right, because I'm not going to lie, Summer Games Fest this year just sounds meh.
Yeah.
It really sounds meh.
Don't get me wrong, we may have something amazing that may be revealed.
We may get an Armored Core 6 moment again.
We may do.
Because I'm pretty sure it was either Game Fest
No,
or...
that was the Games Awards.
Games
It was
Awards.
Games Awards. But
announced.
still, like, that was a happy moment of just going, oh my god. You see, this is the thing. It's like that sort of thing is why we watch these sort of things, for that oh my god moment.
Yeah, Armored Core 6.
Armored Core 6. Keanu Reeves reveal as Johnny Silverhands in Cyberpunk. Trying to think what other game revealed did we go, holy shit, it's happening. And I'm pretty sure it was Final Fantasy VII Remake.
Final Fantasy
VII Remake. And there's been plenty of others. So it'll be interesting to see what comes. We may get something amazing. It may just end up meh.
I think this year we're going to get a lot of meh. I think we're going to get a lot of meh, unless... I think we might get some, like, oh my god, that looks really cool.
Yeah. And there are some games... There's that
the
Transformer mech one that's coming out.
Yeah.
You know the one after we saw it where I went, I'm going to get one and turn it into red, and right, and it's going to be called Starscream.
Oh, yeah. I know which one you mean now.
Yeah. We may get more information on that.
Maybe.
And
we might see some Soulframe.
Ooh, yes.
I've seen some gameplay of that. It looks really good.
But yeah, it'll be something to look forward to.
Yeah, and I think we'll end it there.
Yeah,
this one's been a whole nothing burger.
Yeah, this week's been nothing. Again, like we think everyone's holding back for the Summer's Game Fest, so we're not going to get much announcements till then.
And even then, I don't think we're going to get many announcements.
It is just whether or not someone wants to drop something amazing, or if someone wants. And I think another problem is, like, only certain companies are going to be wanting to do that. Like, we're not going to get anything like amazing from Xbox or Sony or EA, 2K.
We might get something from Nintendo. From that,
yeah, but what I mean is, like, the main AAA gaming industry.
Oh, I tell you what,
because at the moment they are so, like, contracting and focusing on, like, we only gonna have sure things. We're gonna put all our eggs into the basket of what we class as a sure thing that must have now live service stuff and battle passes and everything. Because of that, they're not coming out with stuff like that would get the gaming world really excited for. Like, we're not gonna get like like I said, unless it's from the likes of FromSoft or Capcom. I don't think we're gonna get anything majorly like holy shit. Yeah. Like I say, I'm holding out for Dino Crisis.
We might see Metroid Prime 4.
Metroid Prime 4. We may do that. That game is cursed.
Yeah, pretty much.
That game is cursed because I think Nintendo are literally like, we don't know why it's going wrong. We don't know, guys. Look, guys, we know
we're trying. That's
why we didn't want to. We don't want to, like, leave you hanging like this. But, like,
I swear,
it's just not happening.
I feel like Metroid Prime 4 is the Millennium Falcon, and Nintendo is Lando. They're going, it's not my fault. It's not my fault. They told me they fixed it. It's not my fault.
It's not my fault. They told me they fixed it.
But yeah, I think we'll end it there. I do hope you've enjoyed this really random chat today, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye now.
Toodles.